No man is free who is not master of himself. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. Do not try to seem wise to others. If evil be said of thee, and if it be true, correct thyself, if it be a lie, laugh at it. Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and all will be well with you. A ship should not ride on a single anchor, nor life on a single hope. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Preach not to others what they should eat, but eat as becomes you and be silent. If you would be a reader, read; if a writer, write. Events do not just happen, but arrive by appointment. We are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens to us. It is not so much what happens to you as how you think about what happens. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. Either God wants to abolish evil, and cannot, or he can, but does not want to. It is better to die of hunger having lived without grief and fear, than to live with a troubled spirit, amid abundance. Demand not that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will go on well. No great thing is created suddenly. Give me by all means the shorter and nobler life, instead of one that is longer but of less account. Men are not afraid of things, but of how they view them. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power or our will. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Only the educated are free. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Nature hath given men one tongue but 2 ears, that we may hear from others twice as much as we speak. People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. You are a little soul carrying around a corpse. Attach yourself to what is spiritually superior, regardless of what other people think or do. Hold to your true aspirations no matter what is going on around you. First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. If you want to improve, you must be content to be thought foolish and stupid. On the occasion of every accident that befalls you, remember to turn to yourself and inquire what power you have for turning it to use. You may fetter my leg, but Zeus himself cannot get the better of my free will. If any be unhappy, let him remember that he is unhappy by reason of himself alone. For God hath made all men to enjoy felicity and constancy of good. There is but one way to tranquility of mind and happiness, and that is to account no external things thine own, but to commit all to God. Difficulty shows what men are. Imagine for yourself a character, a model personality, whose example you determine to follow, in private as well as in public. No man is free until he is a master of himself. Whoever is going to listen to the philosophers needs a considerable practice in listening. The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Don't live by your own rules, but in harmony with nature. Is freedom anything else than the right to live as we wish? Nothing else. What concerns me is not the way things are, but the way people think things are. Men are disturbed not by the things that happen, but by their opinion of the things that happen. No one is ever unhappy because of someone else. For it is not death or pain that is to be feared, but the fear of pain or death. If thy brother wrongs thee, remember not so much his wrongdoing, but more than ever that he is thy brother. Everyone's life is a warfare, and that long and various. Never say that I have taken it, only that I have given it back. No person is free who is not master of himself. Whoever then would be free, let him wish for nothing, let him decline nothing, which depends on others, else he must necessarily be a slave. The philosopher's school, ye men, is a surgery. You ought not to go out of it with pleasure, but with pain. For you are not in sound health when you enter. Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire. As a man, casting off worn-out garments taketh new ones, so the dweller in the body entereth into ones that are new. A city is not adorned by external things, but by the virtue of those who dwell in it. Men are disturbed not by the things which happen, but by the opinion about the things. Nothing great comes into being all at once, for that is not the case even with a bunch of grapes or a figure. If you tell me now, I want a fig, I'll reply, that takes time. Take care not to hurt the ruling faculty of your mind. If you were to guard against this in every action, you should enter upon those actions more safely.